Hello. So I am so excited that we are in Taurus season. Being an earth sign, not a Taurus, but being another earth sign, I love this season. I also have a lot of good friends and family that are Tauruses, and they are some of my favorite people. So I am so freaking excited to talk about this. I also decided to do it from a different angle because it is sunset, I think, or at least the sun is coming down. And so both ways, angles, the sun is really seeping through and I love it. But this was the better of the two options. So, because the other one, I would have just been enrobed and wrapped in sunlight, which is never a bad thing. But I did forget my water over here. So, anyways, um, I just wanted to talk about Taurus season, the things that I love about Taurus season, my knowledge of Taurus season, and what it kind of represents. And I would love to inspire and possibly bring some different perspectives into what your thoughts might be about Taurus season. So, my knowledge of it is that, it runs right after Aries season. Aries season begins a new astrological year. It's a fire sign. And so we start a new astrological year off with a bang. And then it immediately goes into Taurus, which is an earth fixed sign. And so it's basically the opposite of Aries fire sign and in energy, opposite in energy. And so, with the Aries starting a new season and then Taurus being a fixed sign, we are settling into and really becoming more solid in the energy of the season that we're in. So in the hemisphere I'm in, we're walking through or we are settled into the spring season. And so like not lots of new life, lots of greenery, lots of flowers, all of the beautiful things that come with springtime. On the other side of the world, it is the opposite. It's the leaves are falling and changing and not changing, they've already changed likely, but like they're falling down and things are beginning to go underneath the ground. So for winter time. But anyways, so either way though, it is a fixed, we're settling into this season that we're in right now. And there's beauty in it. There's beauty on both ends of that spectrum. And that's I I think it's personally because Taurus season represents beauty in one form. Like there's also I say that because Taurus is actually ruled by the planet Venus. Each sign has a planet that has a really good connection and relationship with it. And for Taurus and Libra, which is in the fall time for this side of the world, Venus is associated with it. And Venus is associated with beauty, harmony, pleasure, money, our sense of self-worth. It's associated with our own internal resources, our resources that kind of come from us, or that represent us or an extension of us. So it is all about, like the pleasures of life in one way or another. And for me, as I have been walking through this Taurus season, I think we're like probably about halfway through right now. As I'm recording this, it's on the 9th of May. So maybe about halfway through, maybe more. Math is not my strong suit, numbers in general. But so it's a really sweet time during this season because I'm really feeling the pleasures of life, the abundance of life, the joy of life, the beauty of life with seeing this season really in its fullness. And not even just seeing the season in its fullness, but I'm also embodying that by doing things. I'm going a bit slower. So all earth signs are going to be a little bit more practical. They're going to be more grounded. So that means that they're going to be operating at a little bit slower pace than maybe, say, a fire or an air sign. And so I'm feeling that. Also, I am earth sign, so that probably doesn't help. But but I'm feeling that, and we generally probably all are to some degree because it is a fixed sign. So that means that it's stagnant. It's and everybody feels that. No matter what sign you are, no matter your constitution, you're going to feel this kind of like slowing down, just enjoying life, savoring the goodness, and just really enjoying what life has to offer. So I love Taurus season because it really gets me tapped into life. It's so easy to be so focused as a Capricorn, especially to be so focused on goals, to be so focused on results and getting things done and being productive and being future focused and vision focused but this is actually the wonderful season to really notice outside of me and notice inside of me how I am just being and how that being, how I can enjoy that and feel that viscerally within my entire body. That's really what it's about right now. And seeing how like the birds are really tweeting a lot and the flowers are blooming and the green is at its brightest point. Like it is so freaking green. And it's all of those things. Is nature is literally like vibrant right now. And it's at its fullness and it's in its full capacity of being. And that's it. That's it. So it's really for me, it's really fun to slow down enough to be able to just enjoy being. And also, so with that, Venus is and Taurus as well as Libra, which that's another time, but very feminine energy, very like with the beauty and the pleasure and all of that stuff and just being. All of that stuff is very feminine energy. Feminine energy is very receptive, magnetic. It's not going out and doing the goals and doing the list and being future oriented. Like it's not, and focusing on the future. Receptive feminine energy is, once again, magnetic, fully present, but fully being in the moment and feeling the pleasure that this being in this moment has. And that's what Taurus energy is all about. So, your girl has been doing that and it's been fucking fantastic. But I would highly encourage you. I just saw somebody pull up in my drive, so I'm going to have to end this. But I would encourage you to notice the ways that you are getting to truly experience the pleasures of life. Thanks for joining me.